Online, am I audible? Can you hear me? Yes. Good morning, everyone. Good. How are you all? Now, let's see what we have discussed in the previous classes. In the previous classes, we have discussed regarding something called DOM. Okay. Let me tell you what is DOM and all. Good. Yesterday, we have started something called DOM, and I'm going to repeat it one more time so that you will get in a clarity. Now, first, let's open the DOM. Imagine three persons were there. Person A, person B, person C. A have one sheet of paper and he is trying to give to C. But A cannot give directly to C. Instead, A give to B and B gives to C. Imagine if B try to change this. Obviously, whatever the C receives also will be changed, right? Will it change A value? No. It won't change A value, but it will change B value and the C value. The same thing will happen. Here, A is your HTML code. HTML code has to show in the browser, right or not? It should show on the screen. It should show on the screen. But before it is showing into the screen, it will go to something called document. Document. Document is one object. Document is one object which maintains your HTML CSS completely. It converts your HTML into something a tree structure called a DOM tree. What is it called? DOM tree. DOM tree is like this. It will have HTML, something. HTML have some children. HTML usually have two children, head and body. And again, head is having children's like H1. Sorry, head will have children like title. And body have a children like H1, right? Right or not? Now, imagine, sir, I can take this H1 using this document object and try to change the value in the H1. Try to change the value in the H1. Then automatically that value will be changed in the screen also. No? That is what the DOM document object model will do. So, as per our knowledge, document is an object which contains complete HTML. Complete HTML बोले तो HTML and CSS both. And using this DOM, you can able to select an element, modify an element, even creates an element. Even creates an element. Now, sir, I will write something HTML. In one HTML, imagine I have one HTML. Let's go here. In one HTML, I write it here something called 0. 0. I wanted to change this 0 to 1 or 2, something. If you wanted to change this value, first thing you should do is select this value. What you should do, ma? Select it. After selection, you will do change. Get or not? Online, is it clear, sir, till now? Online, is it clear till now? Are you guys getting it? Good. So the first thing you will do is select. After selection, you will update it. Okay. So how do you select an element? You can select an element by using get elements by tag name. Get elements by get elements by tag name. Get element by tag name means you will write document dot get element by tag name. You will write the tag name here. Like in CSS, you will write H1. It will select all the H1s now. Similarly, when you write here document dot get element by tag name H1, it will take all the H1s. And it will return an array. Okay. Now we'll do certain task so that you guys will get it. First thing, you can select an element using get element by tag name. You can also select by element using class name. In CSS, if you want to select a class name, you will write dot. Here, you can use directly a method called get elements by class name. Get elements by class name. But what is the problem, sir? Problem is there will be so many elements with the same class name now. There will be so many elements with the same tag name now. If you use get element by tag name or class name, you will have multiple elements. So instead of that, if you wanted only certain ones, then you will use, if you wanted like only one, you will use get element by ID. Get element by, see it here, this all are elements. This is element. Why? When you are using ID, we are getting only one element. Why, sir? Because unique. Because IDs are unique. Good. So that means only one ID will be there. If I have a certain ID, something like ID is something Prasad, only one element will have that ID Prasad. No other element will have it. So obviously one element only will come. Next, query selector. Query selector means you will write certain queries. Like for example, hash ID is one query. Dot class name is one query. Or something like div space p. You remember like in CSS we will write this div space p is something something. Div space p bole to paragraph inside the div, which is like the descendant. Or p colon hover means, what does it mean by p colon hover? Paragraph when you hover. Hover means when you put mouse over it. So कुछ भी anything you write it in CSS is a query. That CSS queries you can write it directly here. But problem is it will select only first element. It will select only, if I use dot class name na, if two elements are there with the same class name, only first one will be selected if you use query selector. If you want both the values, you will use something called query selector all. What you will use ma? Query selector all. Now everything is maintained by here one object. Can you tell me what is the object ma? What is the object? तो document object model बोले तो understanding, manipulating, creating document object values. Again, DOM बोले तो document object model means वो document object के अंदर क्या है वो लेना, चेंज करना और क्रिएट करना. डॉक्यूमेंट ऑब्जेक्ट के अंदर H1 है तो वो ले लो. H1 कैसा लेता? सिलेक्शन. वो चेंज करो H1 का वैल्यू. कैसा चेंज करता? मॉडिफिकेशन. वो H1 छोड़ दो, हम और एक H1 क्रिएट करके उसके अंदर डालो तो वो भी मैनिपुलेशन है. वो क्रिएट करो. तो ये पूरा डॉक्यूमेंट ऑब्जेक्ट मॉडल. व्हाट इज इट कॉल्ड? डॉक्यूमेंट ऑब्जेक्ट मॉडल. In real time, we will use this document object model in so many times. Like one of the best example, yesterday only I gave you this code. You see it here. See it here. If I click this plus, what will happen? Decrement. Now that means here, now you see this one, inspect elements. This is your HTML code, na? Okay. You will confuse if you have extension. I will open an incognito. Right click, inspect. Now see this. This is your HTML code, right or not? Take this body. Now, idhar kya hai? What is there inside this? Any doubts in it? No. Sir, why 0 is there, sir? तो 0 लिखा है HTML पर. कोई doubt नहीं. But अभी देखो, if I click this, क्या हुआ? क्या हुआ? Will it change my actual HTML? तो मेरा HTML 0 है. हम 0 दे दिया पहला. 0 देने के बाद वो पूरा वैल्यू डॉक्यूमेंट के अंदर जाता. डॉक्यूमेंट प्रिंट करता. आफ्टर इट इज प्रिंटिंग, आई एम टेलिंग टू डॉक्यूमेंट वो H1 का वैल्यू चेंज करो. तो H1 का वैल्यू चेंज कर रहे हैं. 2, 3. कैन यू सी इट इज गेटिंग इट न्यू वैल्यूज. Every update which is happening in your page is actually by this. You will see something sliders. Slider बोले तो एक अच्छा image रहता है इधर. And when you click this button ना, नया image आता है इधर. Will they write it in HTML नया image? No. HTML में एक image है. ये बटन क्लिक कर था और एक image इसके जगह में आता. Are you getting my point, sir? Not only that. See, you will have something like one button. Sometimes when you click the button, it will show one element. It will show one element. When you click it again, it will close that element. That means, did they write this HTML or not? Yes. But initially they are not showing. But when you click, they are showing. That means someone is manipulating. Someone is changing the code which you wrote it. Someone is changing your HTML code. वो कैसा करता? वो document से करता. Any elements, any elements. For example, you are selecting an element H1. How do you write it? Document dot get element by tag name H1. If you are selecting li element, document dot get element by tag name li. Without no. Now we'll do practice, sir. Slowly, when you do practice one by one, we will do, and I will tell you this example also. This counter one, we will do whole application now. Okay. When you do it one application now, you will get it more. Today, you will learn more and more about the doc. Now see this here clearly. Let's do the tasks one by one. First, see the HTML, everyone. See the HTML. I have HTML, head, title, body. Body के अंदर H1. H1 is having class ID and two के अंदर paragraph. Hi. Any doubts in my HTML? Any doubts in HTML, sir? No. Can anyone do this task? First task. Select H1 using tag name and print in console. Do it, sir, everyone. Everyone, open your books or rough. Online also. Try this first one. Online also, please try every chota task which I gave you so that you will get it more clarity. Do the first one. Select H1. Everyone, please try this. Online, please let me know once it is done. Online, please send the answers, sir. Online, everyone, please send the answers responded. There were some people who won't answer much. Please try it, everyone. I wanted your responses so that you will get very good. Sagar, it's right answer. But it is not get element, it's get elements, and E is capital. So if I have to do it, see this. Understand. Understand the question. The question is select the H1 using tag name and print in console. That means let me take it here one const element is equals to document dot get elements by class name, get elements by tag name, get elements by tag name. And here what is the tag name? H1. So I will take the H1, sir. Now I wanna print it in console. Console.log ELE console.log ELE. Now this ELE value I wanted to print. Understand it, if you print it, it will print one array called HTML collection. Why it will print it that array, sir? Because there might be elements, so many elements with H1, na? Right or not? So there is a possibility. So that's why it will go always go with array. But if I want only that H1, you can use zero index. If you want only that H1, you can use zero index. Now, see, this is a good approach. Some people in the online will use it like directly in console only. They are printing it document.getElements by tag name. That is not a good approach. Why? Imagine in future I want to use this H1. Will I write it again documents.getElement by tag name? No. Whatever you write it, always put those things as a reusable. As a reusable. In programming, there is one principle called try, means don't repeat yourself. Imagine I wanted to print this document.getElements by ID tag name, this H1, I wanted to print 2 times. If I do this now next time I can print directly yearly easily. But if I directly not storing it in anywhere, if I'm not storing the values in variables, I have to do it multiple times. That is not a good approach. Online, is it clear, ma? Online, only 2 people responded. Remaining people, please answer it. Let me know like any doubts are there. Online, please respond it. Try it, sir. Online, please answer it. Any doubts in that, ma? I hope it's clear. Good. Second one, sir. Select H1 using class name. Same thing. Select H1 using class name and print it in console. Do the second task, sir. Select the H1 using class name, and you can even see the reference of above. See the class name and print it, sir. Good. Most people gave it the right answer. Here, to someone who don't know, like if you see that H1, I gave the class name already for that heading 1. You can use that. Good. This is perfect. Now, let's answer it myself. Const ELE document dot get elements by class name. Here, heading 1. and I will get it. The same logic. What about the third one? Select H1 using ID name. Print it in console. Right, sir. Third one. I know these are easy. Just try it step by step. Slowly you will understand it. Select H1 using ID name and print in console. One using ID name and print in console. Next. Good. So I will write it here quickly. Const EL equals to. You can ask any doubt online. Even a single doubt you have, you can ask it. Get element by ID, ID name, my ELE, console.log of ELE of 0. Next, last but not least, select the paragraph using query selector. I want you to select this paragraph using query selector. Here the paragraph is there. Select the paragraph using query selector. Next, someone in the online were doing like this. Const EL equals to document dot query selector, query selector. Some people are doing it directly p tag. It will work because query selector will take it based on a tag name also. But what if there is a p tag before this particular one also? Then it will not able to take it. I wanted to select exactly this particular one. Then I will use something called hash mydiv arrow p. What does it mean by this? If you know CSS, you will understand this. This is nothing but element with ID mydiv, and inside that one paragraph is there. Okay, this is immediate children, and if you use this approach now, it will automatically select it. Then I will use console.log. How you will write it exactly in CSS, that only you will write it in query selector. Query selector and query selector are all same. The difference is query selector selects only first element. Query selector all selects all the elements. Someone write it, sir, if we have to select A, which is inside Li, how to select that? Li arrow A. See, I wrote it. If I want to select paragraph inside my div, I wrote it here hash my div arrow p. Is it clear ma online? Online are these all clear, sir? Here ID you will not put any array. Online is it clear everyone? I hope it's clear. Now let's do one small project. While doing the project, you will understand it more about the manipulation. Yesterday we have discussed a simple manipulation, but we will do it more and more into the manipulation today. We will do this project only, increment and decrement. I will remove it and I will do it from starting. Go to projects, paste it, rename, counter. Now, again from starting, I will do it. I did this program yesterday. Again, I'm doing it so that we will get in a revision and also understanding of the DOM manipulation. What does it mean by manipulation, sir? Manipulation means till now you selected the element. Imagine you selected one paragraph. What do you do with that paragraph? You wanted to edit that value. You want to change it or something or delete it something, right? To do some things, you need to first select it. I selected it. After selecting, what you will do is called manipulation. Exclamation, enter. And I'm gonna write it here. Link favicon means what is this link favicon? Will give you fav icon. And link CSS script src dot slash script.js. Then here we'll write it here div hash counter inside this paragraph hash count and div hash buttons button asterisk 3 plus minus reset. You have counter with the count value 0, and then again you have buttons plus button minus button reset button. Any doubts in it? Online, anyone have any doubts in my code HTML till now? Online, anyone have doubts? No, because this HTML one is simple one, sir. Now after this HTML, let's do it. Some people will do first JavaScript and then come to CSS. Some people will do first CSS and go to the JavaScript. I like the approach of first JavaScript because logic is done, na? Everything is cool. Then I will try to do the CSS nicely. Okay. So first run this one. According to my logic, प्लस करे तो प्लस होना है, माइनस करे तो माइनस होना है, रिसेट करे तो जीरो होना है. This is the logic. Online, any doubts, ma? Someone raised a hand. Online, any doubts? You can mention it, sir, if you have a doubt. You can just type it in the chat online. If anyone wants it, any doubts, you can let me know, sir, online. I think Devi raised a hand. You can tell me, Devi, your doubts if you have. Is this clear, ma? Now, let's go here. First, sir, when I click this plus, something should happen. When I click this minus, something should happen. When I click this reset, something should happen. And that means for three things, you need to write three functions. When I click this plus on click means event. On click is a event, but someone will click on it, it will work. Someone click on it, it will work. Someone click करे तो I will call one function called ink. So I will call one function. वो function का नाम incre है. Function का नाम incre. And that incre will be called. That incre will be called when someone click on the button only. What if someone not click on the button? Will it call, sir? If someone is not clicking on the button, will it call, sir? No, sir. Only if someone clicking on the button only, it will call, sir. Now, again, I will click on the button. It will call one function called decr. If someone click on the button, it will call something called uh, mm, reset. For three functions I wrote. But did I wrote those functions anywhere? Did I write incr? No. Did I write decr one? No. Did I write reset one? No. Go here, function incr. I did not define any one of them. Function incr, function decr, function reset. See, we are going slow. That was okay to me, but I wanted everyone to have a same clarity. Now, let me show you the code side by side. This is the left side is your HTML, right side is your JavaScript. Does anyone have any questions in this? Does anyone here have any questions in the left side one and the right side one? Online, does anyone have any questions, ma? Online, do you have any questions, sir? No. Good. Now see this, sir. Now, sir, if someone click on this inker, now inker will call. Inside the inker, what you will do, I will create one thing. Let C equals to 0. If someone click on this inker, I will write C++. C++ means incremented by only 1. Very good. C minus minus means increment 1. C equals to 0 means C value will become बराबर हो गया सर. If you click this plus, C value increase हो जाता. If you click minus, C value decrease हो जाता. If you click reset, C value 0 हो जाता. But will this C value show, sir? Will this C value show into the screen? No, I did not print it on screen. Now see, someone asked it like, sir, still now no doubt, but need to go through this. Maybe we will get it some doubt on that. Yeah, we will. You will slowly do it. You didn't call. See, understand it. I did not call them. Here, when you click on it, it will call. I did not call directly, but when you call in, when you click, it will call automatically. Now, because I wrote it the event. Now, see here, you are getting C++. I wanted to print the C value in the place of P. In the place of P. Now, P is having one ID count. Can anyone tell me how to take this P, which is having count in the JavaScript? I want to take one element which is having ID count in the JavaScript. How do you take it, sir? I want to take one element which is having ID count into the JavaScript. How do you take it, ma? Just document dot get element by ID. Very good, sir. Okay. Someone is still thinking it by tag name. Wrong. I will use a ID, not the tag name. Okay. Now, const, you can put any name. I'm putting a name called para. Now get element by document dot get element by ID, and ID name is count. So sir, you are having one count ID. हम बोल रहा है डॉक्यूमेंट के अंदर एक एलिमेंट है, उसका नाम आईडी है, उसका नाम काउंट, एक एलिमेंट का आईडी काउंट, तो वो एलिमेंट ले लो पूरा एलिमेंट. नाउ आई एम स्टोरिंग इट इन पैरा. वेयर इट इज स्टोर्ड, सर? Whole element is para. But I don't want to change whole element, sir. I want to change what is text inside the element. What is the text inside the element? What is the text inside the element, ma? Zero. पहला zero है. Now I want to change that. So if you write it this para dot text content बोले तो text inside the element. Text content means text inside the. Can anyone tell me what is the text inside the element para? 0. But I am saying it C करो तो क्या होता C वैल्यू पैरा एलिमेंट के अंदर टेक्स्ट कंटेंट जगह पर लिखता तो C वैल्यू क्या है पहला बटन प्लस कर दिया करे तो C वैल्यू क्या होता 1 so 1 value will go to this place. If you click it again 2 value will come to this place. That means I am telling it first take this element and then change that element text. Online, is it clear? Slowly when you do it you will get it more and more. Now sir, same thing you can even try like this para.text content equals to C para.text content equals to C because C minus minus same C equals to 0. Now you go here plus 2, 3, 4, 5 minus reset. Doubt? Online any doubt, sir? देखो online any doubts? Online any doubts, sir? Someone is saying it like, sir, if we increment and suppose we refresh, will the incremented C value will reset? Yes. If you refresh the page, it will become again 0 because when you refresh, the whole page is reloading it. If you wanted to save it, you will in future you will understand how to save it after refresh also. But now it will not. It will reset. Online any doubts? No. Now, sir, in HTML, CS, JavaScript is over, but it's not looking nice. It is not looking nice. It's working and it's good. Someone in the online asked text content one more time. Text content बोले तो text inside the element. Inside this particular one 0 है वो है text content. उसके जगह हम 1 लिख रहा है 2 लिख रहा है और -1 लिख रहा है ऐसा. Now, sir, do the CSS so that it will look nice. I forgot to create a style.css. Now you go here. Now see this one. Now try to use. Now try to use CSS. I think everyone already remember our CSS code. When we discuss CSS and HTML, you guys used to every day give some kind of links which you already designed and all, right? We used to do tasks. Did you remember, ma? From today onwards, we will do the tasks again so that you guys will do it and upload to Netlify. Today, I will show you one more time the Netlify one, how it works because it's long time. You may forgot. Now, first, asterisk, asterisk, margin 0, padding 0, box sizing, border box sizing. Next, after this, body, height, 100 VH, background color. I will use some kind of gradients. I can use one website called UI gradients. If you go to this website, you will get a nice gradients. I can see one nice gradient. I'm just taking this one. Whatever you like this, you can go to this website called UI Gradients. You can see this, whatever the color things you like. And once you like it, sir, you go here, something called Get CSS, and automatically here the CSS will come. Doubt? Online, any doubts? No. I got this CSS, sir. I will just go here. I will just copy it, and I will just go to my website. I will just paste it, sir. Okay. Now you just remove it. Now some websites you will see something called WebKit something. WebKit is used for something Chrome and Safari. If the people are using old browsers, that old browsers will not support some linear gradient and all because they are new functions. To force them to support, you will use something WebKit. If it is a Chrome, Safari, you will use something called WebKit. If it is something Mozilla, you will write MOZ. If you are writing Opera Mini, you will write O, something like that. I am just removing it. I don't need because mine is a new browser only. It will support. Now, this is what the logic. I just take it from the internet. Any doubts, sir? Online, any doubts? After taking it, now I can change it however I nice. Now see, this is what I got it, but I did not like it. I wanna change it to more nice. So let's go here. Instead of two right, I will use some degree. I will use some degree like 135 degrees so that it will turn, the gradient will turn up to 135 degrees. Okay, it will change now. Next one, sir. Online, any doubts? Online, any doubts? Online, any doubts? No, I hope. Next one, sir. Uh, this display flux, justify content center, align item center. Next, hash counter. If you see right side hash counter, and for this counter, I will take again padding 20 pixel, border radius 20 pixel, box shadow 2 pixel, 3 pixel. Then after this, again display flux, justify content center, align item center, gap 20 pixel. Next, count, which is paragraph. For paragraph count, I just write it here as count, font size 3 rem. 3 rem means 48 pixel, 1 rem is 16 pixel. Guys, understand, I am doing it directly. I'm not saying you to do it also directly using CSS like that. I want you to first initially see, do something and check it in the output. Is it coming correctly or not? And then only do it, sir. But for me, I understand it how it is changing. So I will just directly do it. Okay. Now here, see, flux I just put, but flux direction I forgot. Flux direction column. It's very easy to do it like this if you do it. Now next, buttons is there. Hash buttons, which is like display flux, which is like justify content. No need. Gap some 10 pixel or 20 pixel. Next, each button will have padding 5 pixel, 15 pixel, 15 pixel, and then background color black, color white, border radius 20 pixel or 10 pixel, font size 1.5 rem. Any doubt, sir? No. This one whole background will have something kind of, this whole thing will have a background. Background color white. Online, any doubt, sir? Online, any doubts? Online, do you have any doubts, ma? No. I hope no to most people. Okay. Now my basic project is done, sir, which is done by DOM manipulation. Okay. Now, if you understand this means you understand basic manipulation also. Now we will understand in depth about what kind of manipulations are there. Can I change colors? Yes. Can I change styles? Yes. And what nice advantages we can get it using these things, we will do it. Now, let's do it here. DOM manipulations. To manipulate, to manipulate styles, content, classes, or any properties of HTML elements, we can use following properties. Following properties. First property, text content. What is the first property, ma? Text content. Text content is used. Text content is used. Is used. Text content is used. Text content is used to select select or select or change text inside an element. Inside an element. Next, inner text. Inner text. Inner text is used to select or change text inside an element. Actually, both are same inside an element. But people will ask you the question, what is the difference between text content and inner text? Actually, they both look like same. Actually, both look like the same. The difference is, understand the difference, sir. But it also considers, considers, it also considers CSS, CSS, unlike text content. Text content will not even see what the CSS is saying it, but inner text will see it. Let me give you one example. Either imagine I am just giving you this as an example. This one in real time, will be chosen actually alternatively. Mostly text content is the mostly people will use text content. They will not use inner text because imagine this paragraph is there. What is the paragraph ID? Count. What is the paragraph ID, ma? Count. If I write one CSS here, hash count, where is this count? Count. Visibility hidden. Visibility, sir, visibility hidden बोले तो वो just hide होता. Elements will be there. There are two types. Some people will use display none. Some people use this visibility hidden. Visibility hidden बोले तो this is one of the interview question. Like one student told me like day before yesterday they got it in one interview also. They asked it like how many types you can hide an element in each CSS. You can use display none. Imagine for this paragraph, if I use display none. Now क्या हुआ? पूरा element delete हो गया. That's why that place is taken, that place is also removed. But instead, if I use visibility hidden, can you see that? Paragraph is there, but you cannot see it. Paragraph is there actually. You cannot see it. That is visibility hidden. Now, imagine now the element is not, you cannot see that element now. Now, can the JavaScript, can the document can see it, sir? I am printing this document. देखो, document, sorry, alert करूंगी. Alert para dot text content. Para dot text content. देखो, if you click increment ना, तो para के अंदर text content क्या है वो print करना है. Is this clear? Now when I click it here, para के अंदर text क्या है? You cannot see it, but DOM can see it ना. Text content can see it because text content will not care about CSS. Text content care about only HTML. Only HTML. But देखो इसके जगह में इनर टेक्स्ट लिखी है तो इसके जगह में इनर टेक्स्ट. आई एम आस्किंग इसके इनर टेक्स्ट क्या है, तो प्लस करें तो इसके इनर टेक्स्ट क्या है? कैन यू सी एनी टेक्स्ट? व्हाई? बिकॉज इनर टेक्स्ट पहला CSS को देखता है. CSS बोला है विजिबिलिटी हिडन में हाइड कर दिया, तो वो इनर टेक्स्ट बोलता है एलिमेंट हाइड है तो कुछ नहीं है उधर, बट एलिमेंट है. टेक्स्ट कंटेंट को मालूम है, इनर टेक्स्ट को नहीं मालूम होता. Only in this except rare condition, only in the condition where visibility is hidden for an element, only in the condition where visibility is hidden for an element, there is a difference between inner text and text content. But except that in remaining all cases, for example, earlier you used, now you used here so many times text content. If you use inner text now, it will work. But text content, it will not. Text content, text content, it's like it will not even see for CSS. It will work normally without even CSS. Online, is this clear, sir? When I put text content, it will show 0, but when I put it like inner text, it is showing empty because it is also seeing the CSS. Online, is this clear, ma? Good. Now, next one. Next manipulation. Slowly we'll do one by one. Next one. Inner HTML. Inner HTML. Inner HTML. Inner HTML is used to select or change HTML code. Select or change HTML code. Now, select or change HTML code. Now, और एक time repeat कर रहा है. What is this inner text will do? Inner text, before it is coming to JavaScript, it will also check the CSS. Now, it is checking it for para. It is checking it for What is the para ID? Count. Para ID is, तो ये पहला इनर टेक्स्ट पहला CSS को जाता, CSS में काउंट को क्या दे दिया हम, विजिबिलिटी, तो वो बोलता है विजिबिलिटी हिडन है तो कोई वैल्यू नहीं है इसके अंदर। पैराग्राफ के अंदर कोई वैल्यू है माँ? इज देयर एनी वैल्यू इन इनसाइड द पैराग्राफ? यस, व्हाट इज द वैल्यू? जीरो। बट व्हेन आई एम प्रिंटिंग ना, ये बोल रहा है कुछ वैल्यू नहीं है, क्योंकि CSS बंद कर दिया, ये बोलता है बंद है। बट इफ आई यूज टेक्स्ट कंटेंट, ये अलग, ये बोलता है जीरो है, क्योंकि ये टेक्स्ट कंटेंट खाली से HTML देखता, CSS नहीं देखता वो। ऑनलाइन इज इट क्लियर निखिल? ऑनलाइन निखिल, इज इट क्लियर माँ? Good. Next. I hope everyone clear. Now next. Imagine instead of writing it here, oh, let's remove this particular visibility hidden so that you can see. Now everyone, imagine I am printing it here. Para.text content equals to C na. Zero place I am printing it 1. Till now no doubts na? It's very easy. Now imagine I am printing it here something like this. B. Anyone guess करो रे वो क्या print करता? Anyone guess what it will print? Will it print B0 close B, or will it print bold? Will it print B0B or will it print bold, sir? It will print B0. Online, so many people think it bold. No, I intentionally did this. देखो इधर क्या है, text. What is this? Text बोले तो string, right or not? वो string value change नहीं होता, तुम B दे दिए तो क्या आ गया, ये बोल्ड हो गया, बोल्ड हो गया भाई, नहीं है ना? तो बोल्ड नहीं होता वो, बराबर नहीं होता वो। हमको बोल्ड चाहिए तो इनर HTML लिखना है। इनर HTML बोले तो HTML कोड, इनर HTML बोले तो हम बोल रहे हैं वो HTML का कोड है, ले लो। नाउ सी वैल्यू बोल्ड आ गया। सर नो सर, आई वांटेड सी का वैल्यू, देन यू विल राइट इट हियर समथिंग लाइक h string. I think you know this. What? Oh, it is coming as string only directly. I used something JavaScript. I used something like React. Don't worry. This is JavaScript. You know this now? What is this called, sir? You remember? As a string inside you used. Can you remember what is this called? बैकटिक है, ये बैकटिक है, अंदर लिखना है, उसको बोलता है टेम्पलेट लिटरल। क्या है? हाँ, अब देखो, कैन यू सी वन बोल्ड? एनी डाउट सर? कैन यू सी वन बोल्ड आ गया? आई विल पुट मोर इंटरेस्टिंग, देखो, आई विल पुट मोर इंटरेस्टिंग। आई कैन यूज समथिंग लाइक स्माइली सिंबल। I can put, no sir, I wanted to put some another image. Use img tag. मालूम है ना, पूरा HTML लिखो तुम, whatever HTML you write ना, वो HTML पूरा आ जाता उधर। Now I am writing it one img src. Mog p Now I'll just take it, open, Control C. It looks scary. Now I will use this. This is not a correct image. Control C, go here, Control V, then go here, height 20 pixel, 50. Now go here. If I click this, any doubts, ma? You can write a complete HTML, but don't use inner HTML more times because inner HTML will have a security issue. In real time, people will not use inner HTML because it has a security issue called cross-site scripting. People will do there is one hacking technique called cross-site scripting. People use it, that cross-site scripting. If you use inner HTML, it is very easy to use. We will do in practically in future. At that time, I will show you also. We will do form validation. At that time, I will show you वो बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है. तो उसके लिए inner HTML ज़्यादा नको. Very rare condition use it. Is this clear, ma? If you use something like ChatGPT and all, they will use it inner HTML only. But don't use it, even though it uses it. Online, is it clear, ma? Online, is it clear, sir? Sir, this HTML code is being stored in para property. This is interesting. HTML code, a पूरा HTML code para के अंदर आ रहा है. देखो, right click, inspect. You see it here. para है ना? Para count. Para count के अंदर bold है one, image है one. Can you see that? Online, is it clear, ma? Online, is it clear, sir? Yes, sir. Good. Sir, no, I wanted to change color. I want to change it color, sir. So if you want to change color or anything, use style. What you will use? Style. Style can be used. Style can be used to change CSS using DOM. Now using DOM, you can even change the CSS of an element. Now, what is the property name? Style. Let me use it, sir. Go here. Now, I will write it here. Para dot style. Can you see one property is there? Para is what, sir? That 1, 2, 3 that is coming now. Style, color, style dot. This is all CSS property, sir. Every CSS property will be there. Background color, everything. Border radius, कुछ भी. हमको एक property चाहिए color. Can anyone tell me color property what it will do? Text color. What it will do? हम बोल रहा है text color green है. Text color क्या होता? तो if I click this, तो text color क्या आ गया? कोई doubt है? तो बराबर. I will use more nice logic, I will use something like this. Mm, C modulus 2 equals to 0. Green Right. Anyone guess रहे what I did? इस लाइन का मीनिंग क्या है बोलो? I am checking even number or odd number. I am using ternary operator. I can use if else also. If else also same. You can use if else also. I am using ternary. तो ternary में हम क्या कर दिया? Even or odd check कर दिया. If it is a even, sir, whenever you increment, it will check the values. If it is a even ना, it will become green color. Odd है तो देखो odd red है. इतना easy है. Online any doubts ma? Emoji మారాలంటే see, I directly give the code na. Instead of directly giving the code, write it this emoji image by default in the HTML only. Okay, give it an empty image and then change that empty image each time different emoji here. Select that image and change it. I gave it directly in the DOM only na. Instead, if you give this image in HTML, select that image using some kind of tag ID or something. Then each time you give different emoji. You take it one array of emojis, 10 emojis. Each वाला एक अलग अलग image देगा randomly. Suppose we can write a logic in media queries. Also, suppose if we want to change the font size, decrease it. Huh? I didn't get it, Hemant. We can write logic in for media queries also. Suppose if we change the bit font size decreases. Obviously, that is media query. You don't need it in the JavaScript for that. JavaScript, you don't need to write it media queries. Now, next. Any doubts? Sir, it's all up to your imagination. You know, you can change it something so nice, drastic one. Let me make it some nice, interesting one here. I will do something interesting now. Mm, let me put here one button, open. Can you see one button is there open? Doubt? No. I am going to this. I'm going to this here. Where is this counter? Counter है ना? Counter को हम क्या कर रहे हैं? Position absolute. What is the position? Absolute कर दिया. And after doing the position absolute, I made it here and last display none. पहला पोजीशन एब्सोल्यूट कर दिया. पोजीशन एब्सोल्यूट तो ओपन दिस बोथ दोनों में एक ही जगह में रहता. राइट. उसके बाद हम क्या कर दिया? डिस्प्ले नन कर दिया. ये बॉक्स है अभी. बॉक्स है सर. नहीं है. बॉक्स नहीं है सर. तो हमको क्या चाहिए? पहला बॉक्स नहीं है. आफ्टर यू क्लिक दिस ओपन बटन, तो ये बटन क्लिक करे तो ऑन क्लिक open box. I will write one method, open box. Then I go here, function, open box. See, I am just doing it, different things just to show you how much powerful it can be. So हम क्या करना है? ये बटन क्लिक करे तो बॉक्स ओपन होना है. You got my point? That is there in HTML, but it is not there now because it just display none. Any doubt, sir? I hope online you are also getting it. Now, you know what I will do? I will just be like, um, I will select this particular counter. I have to select this box now. Can anyone tell me how to select this box, sir? Document dot get element by ID name. counter. First you have to select na sir. Const counter equals to document dot get element by ID. What is the ID name? Counter. Now you selected the element. So the problem क्या है? Why it is not displaying? Display none. तो वो problem change करना है. Now counter का problem है display none. So I will change style display none नहीं है. Display फिर change करो flux. पहला flux है. हम none कर दिया. तो वो display नहीं है. तो हम again बटन क्लिक करने के बाद display flux कर रहे हैं. कोई डाउट है? ऑनलाइन एनी डाउट सर? नो फिर देखो दिस इज ऑल स्टाइल प्रॉपर्टी का यूज. वन मोर टाइम, वन मोर टाइम. I put here one button. Refresh the page. Refresh the page. Understand CSS. In this, you will have CSS knowledge also. You need first button here. What is the button? Open. And you have counter also, na? But can you see the counter? No. Why? Because first one counter is absolute. Absolute means it will have, it will not care about the position. It will just exactly sit center. Now after that, absolute. Now here, see, I made it position absolute and I made it here display none. Originally display flux, अच्छा है. But here what I made display in CSS, I made it display none, sir. If you don't put this display none, na, it will be visible. See, this is how you created first in HTML. This is what you did, button and this. After you did this, na, you put something called position absolute. After you put the position absolute, both will come in the same position. Both are coming in the same position. Because they are coming in same position, can you see that button? Why? Because button इसके पीछे है. बाउंड को जेड इंडेक्स ज्यादा रहता वो आगे आता ना. वो छोड़ दो. हम क्या कर रहे हैं? वो डिस्प्ले नन कर रहे हैं. तो नन करे तो यह हो गया, चल गया ना. कोई डाउट है HTML CSS पर अभी तक? ऑनलाइन अभी तक कोई डाउट है HTML CSS पर? ये बॉक्स कैसा ले लिया, वो कैसा जगह? नाउ नाउ सिंपल. Box चल गया. Now there is no box. Now I write it here one function. Function क्या करता? If you click this button, it will call one function open box. What it will call? Open box. Now in this open box, what I have to do? I have to select this counter and I have to open it. Select this counter and open it. Go here. Either first I selected this box counter. How do you selected this? Document.get element by ID counter. You saved it in counter, sir. And if someone call this open box, who will call this? If someone click it, it will call. Then immediately what it will do? Counter dot style dot display. Style dot display बोले तो इसके अंदर स्टाइल CSS के अंदर डिस्प्ले के अंदर क्या करना है? फ्लक्स. अभी नन है, वो नन फ्लक्स को चेंज करना है. व्हाट हैपन इफ वी गिव डिस्प्ले फ्लक्स? देखो पहला डिस्प्ले नन है तो हम चेंज कर रहे हैं. व्हाट विल हैपन इफ यू गिव कलर होता. इफ यू गिव डिस्प्ले फ्लक्स क्या होता? वो फ्लक्स हो जाता. पहला प्रॉपर्टी क्या है? नन नन. उसके लिए वो नहीं दिख रहा तो हम नन उठा रहे हैं. इंस्टेड ऑफ नन आई एम प्लेसिंग इट फ्लक्स. सर कैन आई पुट एनीथिंग? या you can put display block, you can put display something like grid, कुछ भी. Originally what is that? Display flux है ना, so that to show top and bottom. That's why I'm showing it. Last one, final touch. I will put here one X button. If I click this, I will make it close. I will click this button. If you click this button, you know what it will do? Close. Can you tell me, sir? Go here, inside this, put one button ID close. इसके अंदर क्रॉस, ऑन क्लिक, Close box. Close box. Now, if anyone click this now, it will close the box. Now go here. Function. Sir, can anyone tell me what to do in this close box? Display. Barabar. Very good. Correct. Because simple, sir. When you are opening it, you are making it closing. Closing बोले तो none करो. चल जाता. Doubt. बटन अच्छा नहीं है. Hash close. Float. Right. What? Hash close. Float right. Why it is not working float right? Or justify content. This is hash close only, na? Huh. Why it is not working then? Background color, right? हाँ हो रहा है. When I say float right, it should write float. In okay, इधर justify content center है ना? Okay, I understand it. So I will write it here. Justify self right. Shit. Align self right. Why it is not working? Huh? बटन का मार्जिन दे दिया. इंस्पेक्ट. इसको डिस्प्ले फ्लक्स है अंदर. बटन क्लोज. See, justify one is not working. Because this is the problem. It should work, but it is not working. Over it. Display flux property on the parent element prevents justify self from having it. Okay. So not justify self. Here, what I can do, justify content only. I think we can arrange only child also wherever you wanted, na? Position relative, right 0, width 100%. Yeah, seriously. अरे ट्राई करो रे हो जाता. Okay, somewhere try karo. It should happen. No, but I think you got it. The remaining things, right? Okay. Does anyone have any questions in this, sir? I hope you got it. You got it. Good guess, like how much nice you can do. Tomorrow we'll do more and more crazy projects to make it more better. Okay. Now, today what we will do, sir? I will push this whole into Netlify. And I will give you a task. Netlify. I will show you one more time the Netlify how to push karo. Add new site, Netlify, deploy manually. You can use it GitHub also. Now you know how to use it GitHub. Now I am doing it directly. Browse to upload. Tomorrow we'll do GitHub. Now here full stack 9 projects counter and Pura counter I'm uploading it. Now Pura counter will be uploaded. Go to site configuration. And this is my website. Any doubt, sir? I will be like change site name. Open counter dot netlify dot app. If anyone click open counter dot netlify dot app, it will come. Any doubts? Online, any doubts, sir? Online, any doubts here? Online is it clear, ma? Good. Now to all the people, I am giving it at least from now onwards for the next 10 days. Every day do the tasks. Next 10 days. So today task is use your creativity to show this counter in multiple ways. I will give you some suggestions, some ideas. Like for example, one post is there, like one box is there. A box के अंदर एक post है, एक hero picture or something like post or some tweet is there. वो tweet के नीचे like, dislike, some options है. इधर count है रहता. If someone liked it ना, if you click like button, the counter increase हो जाता. Okay. It will show you like, oh, this many people liked it kind of. If someone click dislike now, it will decrease it. If you click like, it will come. If you dislike, it will go. I think you can do that. Now, it is one of the example I'm just showing it to you. Think about your creativity, and I want you to use two functionalities. One is like by clicking, something should open. Initially, nothing should be there. On click only, it should open. Initially, nothing should be there except a button. That is the condition. On click, it will open. What will open? Your wish. Kuch bhi. And here I am opening directly. You can put a nice animation to open. Like ऊपर से आ रहा है, नीचे से आ रहा है, लेफ्ट से आ रहा है, राइट से आ रहा है, कुछ भी एनिमेशन लिखो. Okay. And after it open ma, inside that you do some kind of action with the counter. Now I showed this, but you show something interesting and creative. Is this clear ma? It have your imagination, creativity, and also something good, nice front. It should not look worst. Online, is it clear ma? Online, is it clear, sir? Yeah, I hope so. Okay, that's it for today. And when you are trying it, if you get it any doubts also, you can mention it in the group, which we can discuss. Yesterday, someone in the group mentioned it like, do we have React Native? No. In our course, we will have React JS. I think Hemant mentioned it. We have React JS. Like after this JavaScript is done, you will have React JS, but we will not have React Native because this is a web development. React Native is for the mobile development. Is this clear, ma? Yeah, that's it for today. Thank you all.